Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation empowers widows, others at 2026 Zakat distribution ceremony in Sagamu. Widows, orphans, and other vulnerable members of the society received food items and other essential relief materials as the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation Remo Zone held its 2026 Zakat distribution ceremony on Saturday, June 28, 2026 at the Sagamu Local Government Education Authority Multipurpose Hall, Makun, Sagamu. The annual humanitarian program, which commenced at 10:50 a.m., attracted Islamic scholars, community leaders, donors, beneficiaries, and other distinguished guests, all united in promoting the Islamic ideals of charity, compassion, and social responsibility through the institution of Zakat. The symbolic presentation and distribution of relief materials formed the high point of the event, with beneficiaries receiving food items and other essential supplies designed to cushion the effects of the prevailing economic hardship. Speaking shortly after receiving the items, several beneficiaries expressed profound gratitude to the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation and its donors for the timely intervention.
Mo gba fridge. Ó jẹ́ nǹkan ìyàlẹ́nu fún mi torí pé mi ti expect ẹ̀, but ó jẹ́ nǹkan ìyàlẹ́nu pé wọ́n fi ṣe surprise fún mi. Kódà gan àárọ̀ ìgan ránṣẹ́ pè mí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo kọ wọ́n dẹ̀ fún mi. Mo lè gbàdúrà pé iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò ní jóná. Gbogbo wọn tọ́lọ́run lò láti fún wa ní nǹkan yìí, òkè òkè lọ́wọ́ fún ní gbé o, òkè òkè lọ́wọ́ wọn máa lọ o, lágbára Ọlọ́run. Wọn ò ní rágbàna àgbàna ó dẹ̀ ní wọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run á dán ọmọ wọn sí o, iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò dẹ̀ ní jóná o, lágbára Ọlọ́run tó ti ń lọ síwájú kò ní padà sẹ́yìn o. Mo dúpẹ́, mo mọ̀ lóore o, mo mọ̀ lóore.
Mo jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tí ó benefit nípa Zakat and Sadaqat ní ọdún yìí, kí Ọlọ́run kó dẹ̀ bá ṣe ní àlékún oore fún àwọn tí wọ́n fún wa ní àǹfààní náà, kí ó dẹ̀ má jẹ́ ìbàlẹ́jọ́ aburú fún àwa tí a jẹ àǹfààní náà, kí ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ àlékún oore, àlékún àlàáfíà fún àwa náà, kí ó má jẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ fún wa. Gbogbo nǹkan tí a benefit náà ní tí ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan jẹ́ benefit náà, kí Ọlọ́run kó má jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ìbàlẹ́jọ́ aburú fún wọn náà.
I appreciate this foundation because when my landlord told me about the program, I wasn't feel that it was real that time, but I just let me just try my luck. It may be luck because they say it's a Muslim program. I'm a Christian, but fortunately getting there, I explained everything what I'm facing, and I'm so happy I'm among the people that they already choose out of 100 people. I appreciate them and I pray may God help them and improve their power in the mighty name of Jesus. More blessing to the organization and more favor in their organization in the mighty name of Jesus.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Zakat office today. Inú mi dùn gan pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo béèrè fún. Ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́ta ni mo béèrè fún, òun ni wọ́n dẹ̀ fún mi. Inú mi dùn gan láti rí ọdún tó ń bọ̀. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí mi náà lè san Zakat.
They described the gesture as a source of hope and relief and offered prayers for Allah's continued blessings upon everyone who contributed to the success of the program. Earlier, the ceremony began with an opening prayer followed by the introduction of dignitaries on the high table. Among those in attendance were the Wakili of Remo Alhaji Ismail, the Chief Imam of Enyigbeti Central Mosque, Imam Abdul Fatai Ario, Alhaji Abdul Waris Odewale, Alhaja Balkis Akobi, and Alhaja Rukaya Adedeji. The recitation of the Holy Quran by Abdulhamid Yakini set a solemn and spiritually uplifting tone for the program. In his welcome address, the coordinator of ZSF Remo Zone, Mr. Adegboyega Misbauddin, appreciated donors, volunteers, beneficiaries, and invited guests for their unwavering support towards the foundation's humanitarian activities. He reaffirmed the organization's commitment to advancing the Islamic values and charity, compassion, and social responsibility through its annual Zakat distribution initiative. Also speaking, the chairman of the day, Alhaji Moshood Akintunde, lauded the foundation for its consistency in providing humanitarian assistance to the needy and urged individuals and organizations to continue supporting the initiative in order to expand its impact on vulnerable members of the society. A major highlight of the ceremony was a lecture delivered by Alhaji Idris Akanji FCA, Deputy Bosa of the Olabisi Onabanjo University Agowe, on the theme Small Scale Industry and Economic Growth, the Zakat Dimension Foundation. In his presentation, he underscored the strategic role of Zakat in stimulating small-scale enterprises, empowering entrepreneurs, alleviating poverty, and fostering sustainable economic growth within the Muslim community. The Ogun State coordinator of the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, Alhaji Keulere Abdurrahman Anifoche, delivered a goodwill message in which he commended donors for their generosity and sacrifice while encouraging beneficiaries to make prudent and productive use of the assistance received. The ceremony rounded off with important announcements, a vote of thanks delivered by the chairman of the planning committee, and a closing prayer. Reaffirming its vision at the end of the program, the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation pledged to sustain its humanitarian interventions through continuous support for widows, orphans, and other vulnerable members of society, while encouraging more well-meaning individuals to embrace the Islamic obligation of Zakat as a veritable instrument for poverty alleviation and community development.
It's of immense contribution to the society, because today people who are engaged in businesses, people who are downtrodden, will be happy because the excesses from the wealthy among the society is being shared with among them to improve their businesses and to lift the quality of life of people in the society. It's of immense importance. We have so many medium and small-scale enterprises. Giving them some amount of money can lift their businesses. And also, people like widows, orphans in the society will also be uplifted with this small, maybe in cash or in kind. As you can see today, some of them will be given some foodstuffs, some of them will be given some machines to work with. All these things will go a long way in increasing the quality of life of people. And you can testify to it if you have about 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 people being given things that they can work with. Of course, their life will not be the same again.
Zakat is a spiritual tool. Apart from the fact that it's an obligation and part of the pillars of Islam, which is the fourth pillar for Muslims to, give out 2.5 of their wealth. It also serves as a tool for economic development and also social security. Part of what Zakat has come to do is what we call a productive Zakat, to assist the upcoming entrepreneur in the area of empowerment and provision of capital, for them to sustain their businesses. If you look at Nigeria as a case study, you will discover that most of our businesses that we have in the country today, they are small scale and medium scales, and part of their challenge is finance. So Zakat has come to also support these businesses in the area of providing seed money and also support to assist their businesses in the area of empowerment. Okay, part of what we have advised during my lecture is that there must be a session, like a seminar, education, enlightenment for this entrepreneur. You need to also guide them, provide adequate information in the area of a business plan and also how to sustain their businesses. Sustainability is very key. Apart from providing the needed capital, you must also be able to educate them. All these professional exposure in the area of information needed to manage their business and also other things, they have to do it. Apart from that, you don't just give Zakat, you must also do a follow-up. You must do a follow-up. There must be a database of those who have received Zakat as recipients, and you must also follow up on them and ensure that they do not divert the money to a wrong source. That has been the experience in the past. But what ZNS is trying to do now is to ensure that the Zakat money given out is used for the purpose for which they have been given.
Well, Alhamdulillah, the foundation has been an organization which tries to put smile in the faces of the downtrodden, especially the needy ones among them. Even by extension, the orphans and the widows. We have been trying as much as possible to make people belong in this. Zakat has been an instrument of poverty reduction. In many ways, that many times we empower people like the one we have done today, in which we have about 37 beneficiaries going with series of instruments to do their daily job in order to bring money for them. Aside that, we have situations whereby we empower people through educational programs. We sponsor people in schools, and most especially the younger ones who are orphans, who could not have afforded to go to school because of the loss of their parents. So we'll do this. We have today, among every other one, a beneficiary who is a Christian, and which I tried to even introduce to the audience when I was addressing the audience. So it's not meant for Muslims alone, though Muslims might be in the majority, but one who have Christians coming to us, somebody who has not come to us, we won't know what he or she is going through, but if he or she approaches us and we see the need for him or her to be empowered, we'll do so. Well, there are many expectations. One, the Muslims in particular, not every Muslim that are well-to-do are paying Zakat. If every Muslim who is wealthy pays Zakat, we'll be able to reach out to many people. Then government can also be of help in trying to help our work so that we can reach out to many people more than we have been able to do so.